see. Do you have any other questions about anything specifically? Whether it's matchup stuff, mentality stuff, tournament stuff,
Well,
secondaries,
I guess
anything?
yeah, maybe you can talk a little bit about like this and like combine with what you're noticing from my gameplay. But I find that a really common thing with me is that I'll be like up in the beginning of a match and maybe even like taking the first stock early
Yep.
in a tournament, and then just kind of losing it from there. And I feel like it's really, really common that like I'm beating people, beating people, and like I feel like people are able to make these crazy comebacks on
Mhm.
me, and I feel like like it's a pattern, and I'm trying to figure out if that's just because like I lose my patience and um or what, if that makes sense.
So essentially what you're talking about is pacing in a game.
Mm,
And as far as like if you're doing really well, then you're falling behind eventually, or they're making this crazy comeback, it's mainly because, at least from what I've seen, I know we haven't been playing like super sweaty or anything like that, but
right,
if
right.
that is happening, let's say for example, you're absolutely destroying me the first stock and the second stock, and then somehow I make a two stock comeback, and then it's
Mm-hmm.
last hit, last stock. It's like, what the hell's going on? You're three stocking me, and now it's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, what's happening here? So mainly the reason why that happens is because you get kind of set into one mode, or in my like one way I kind of explain it is like not changing gears. So your main focus is, I just want to end the game. So whatever happens as far
Mm-hmm.
as my pacing would be, if I can get grabs and combos and all this stuff and get a kill and get ahead by a stock, I'm going to do that. But then I'm not going to take my foot off the gas by any means, right? So it's like if somebody is playing very aggressively, let's say we're both playing quite aggressively, and you're just destroying me by better decision making, frame data, whatever it might be, right? You're just winning. And for me, since I'm not a CPU, I am going to adjust and be like, holy shit, this guy's like good. I have to slow down
Mm-hmm.
because I'm just getting destroyed. So I'm changing gears, and you're like not changing gears in that case. So you're like,
Mm-hmm.
I want to continue to
Yeah.
just go because it's working. But now that you're fighting someone who's playing much more defensively, someone who's more willing to run away, bait and punish, circle camp you, whatever it might be, you're chasing that person while winning, right? So now you're going to be
Mm-hmm.
whiffing grabs, whiffing dash attacks, landing on shield, all the stuff that if I was still playing the
Mm-hmm.
same way, I probably wouldn't be shielding, or you wouldn't be whiffing, because like let's say if I'm standing right here and you jump at me with a fair while I'm playing aggressively, maybe I try and grab you right here, right? But if I'm playing
Mm-hmm.
defensively, I just shield or I dash back, and then you jump towards me with a fair,
Mm-hmm.
and I get a forward tilt, right? Because I switched gears and I'm
Yep.
saying I'm just gonna wait for you to make a mistake because you're playing quote unquote one
Yeah.
dimensional, and that one
Yeah.
dimension is kill.
Yes.
Like
No,
just
you're absolutely right. I think you nailed it right there. Yeah. Because I think like the people I can beat, it's when it's just that like I'm out aggressing them. I'm pressing more buttons, I'm pressing them faster. I know my combos
Mhm,
better. Yeah, I might know a few tricks,
mhm.
that I have some experience with my character, and maybe I'm just like a little more experienced, a little whatever. Maybe the matchup's not in my favor. I mean,
Mhm.
not in their favor. But if they just adapt to that, and now I have to play more bait and punish or a little more patient. Like sometimes I'm able to do it well, like sometimes it's just clicking with me.
Mhm.
But a lot of times you're absolutely right. I'm still just like, okay, like well maybe I've gotta like put even more pressure on them. Maybe I gotta just play even harder in a way, or I
Yeah.
just like get lost. I'm like, they're just jumping away from me, they're dashing away, they're shielding under a platform, and I'm just like, okay, like can I approach them from the top? No. Can I approach them from the side? No. Can like I can't get them. Um,
So let me
and
put it
then I
this way.
just slowly start taking damage from stuff like that. Go ahead.
So let me put it this way. The main point of winning main point of playing the game at all, sorry, is to win, obviously. But how do you win? There are two ways to win in this game, right? You can win by being the last person standing, having one stock or two stocks or three stocks, while the other person has zero, or you can time them out, right? Those are the two ways you can win. So if I do this, I'm winning. That's it,
Right.
right? Obviously, you can very easily make this margin up, but if every time you approach, I just get this and you get nothing, eventually
Mm-hmm.
the game ends and I win by percent. I didn't necessarily camp, but all I did was the safest thing I could possibly do and let you fall into making mistakes, right? So
Right.
if you're trying to impose your will to the point of having somebody else start to play like that, for example, just because, like in this right now, there's still 3 minutes left on the clock. There's still 3 minutes on the clock doesn't mean that I've automatically won by any means. So I can't really just run away and do this the entire time, but you
Right.
also don't have to chase me and finish the game quicker than the 3 minutes. Like realistically, like obviously you have to finish before the 3 minutes is up, but you don't have to end the game in 1 minute is what I'm trying to say. Right?
Right.
So use your 3 minutes. If you have 3 minutes left to win the game, even
Mm-hmm.
if you're losing, I wouldn't say necessarily camp to time.
Yeah.
But don't play
Yep.
dumb because it's like, oh, I have to approach because that's the rules, and if I lose, well, whatever. It's like,
Yes.
no, you have 3 minutes to play as slow as you possibly can to soak up every second that you need to win, right?
Yes, yes, that's really helpful because I think that goes back to what I was saying earlier about feeling like, you know, it's not your job to make sure the other person's, you know, like you said, it's not your job to make sure the other person's enjoying the game. And I almost feel like it's a fighting game. Like I'm supposed to like be approaching, I'm supposed to be fighting them.
Yeah, I had the same mentality before, man.
You know, yeah. No, that's really really helpful. I think you kind of put your finger right on it.
I was gonna say along with that too is I've coached Wolf players in the past where I've given them this advice, and then they're like, "Oh, okay. So you're saying if I'm winning, I can just shoot you with a laser, even if I'm winning, even though I'm not gonna be killing you with it. I don't have to do anything more serious than that. And then if you ever get close to me, I can just forward tilt you from literally anywhere, and you'll die." Or up tilt you from literally anywhere, or narrow the shield from literally anywhere, and you'll die because you're at 160% and you cannot kill me, right? Because I just can't get in on them because it's just lasers coming all over the place, right? So since I can't get in there to get a grab or like get them off stage or ledge trap or edge guard or anything like that, they just keep on shooting. And if I ever make one attempt to approach and it's the wrong thing, they just get a back throw or the forward tilt or the narrow the shield, and I'm just dead, right? And then on the flip side of that as well, the same strategy can realistically work if they are losing. So for example, if they're at 115% and I'm at 0, but there's still 5 minutes, let's say I was destroying them, right? There's still 5 minutes on the clock, or let's say 4 minutes on the clock, maybe a little bit more realistically, or more realistic. They don't have to approach. They technically have to approach, but not right then and there. If they want to take 4 minutes to get me to 115 or 130%, then they can do that. Right. They don't have to jump on my shield or go for dash attacks or just throw out smash attacks or try and get grabs or even necessarily ledge trap me. If they want to stand on the other side of the stage and shoot me with lasers, even though I'm winning and I could potentially block or jump or move out of the way of all of them, there's a very strong chance I'm not going to play perfect, right? And if I don't have a reflector, it's even harder. I was actually playing as Marth versus a Wolf player where it's like, if I don't approach, even though I'm winning, the game won't end. And since he's willing to shoot me for the next 4 minutes, I can still lose by time. He could actually win by timeout, even though he's losing by 100%. Right? So it pushed me to have to approach while winning.
Yes.
Right? So that's controlling the pace of the game or dictating the pace, right?
Okay, yeah, that's really helpful.
That's
the gist. I feel like you just covered it. No, you just covered a lot. That was really good. So that yeah, it's really helpful.
It's good to hear. So we're out here, you know? Like,
yeah, definitely.
That's one of the things, like I've said this in many coaching sessions. I'm not sure if you've watched them in the past or anything like that, but the biggest, most important part of coaching, in my opinion, is not whether or not I can beat you for an hour or if you can beat me at all or beat me for an hour. It's the conversations. It's the mental game, the tournament strategy, the theory crafting, the scripting, just getting you in the right headspace to say, okay, I'm fighting a villager or I'm fighting a snake, and I know I'm better than this guy, but he just wants to lay me out. So how do I beat this person as the character that I want to play as, and not necessarily have fun or not, but like not fall apart because they are just stonewall, not changing up their play style, right? They just want to make it rain with grenades the entire time. How do you win, right? It's like, well, if you have a percent lead, or better yet, a stock lead, let him throw grenades. If he hits you with grenades, let's say if you're at 115% or if you're at 240%, a grenade might kill you at 240, let's be honest. But just for the sake of the analogy, regardless of if he can actually kill you raw with a grenade, he has to do something. He has to get down throw into up tilt. He has to get up tilt, forward tilt, a dash attack, something. Nikita, C4. Like, he can't. If you're at 100 or 100 or 100 or 200, it doesn't really matter. The point is that you're still not dying to this. So you don't have to pressure him to try and get more kills. Like, if I'm at this percent, I'm still winning by a stock. You could be at 999, you're still winning by a stock. Like, it's unrealistic to be at that, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely.
Let me see.
Yep, that's definitely what I needed to hear.
Yeah, man, it just boils down to recognizing too. I made a video on this. I call it the art of patience, which is playing a game with somebody, or like having a set and fighting them for as long as you have to fight them.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, that's if someone asks you how long does it take to beat someone, it's like it takes as long as it takes. If it takes you 6.5 minutes per game to win, then that's how long it takes. If somebody literally doesn't allow you to style on them, then you don't get the style. You don't get to kill them in 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm not playing the game at that level. You know, I'm not at that like skill level. I mean, I'm not playing the game like on that
mental headspace or whatever, right?
Yeah, in that headspace. Yeah, like I'm not playing the mental game of it. I'm not playing the I'm just playing to like get my moves, get my combos, you know, do my ledge trapping, do my edge guarding, and I hope I do it well enough, and then they die and I'm alive, you know. But there's that whole other element to it that you're describing.
And it also boils down to, if you play competitively, are you playing for fun because you like to play the game, or are you playing for money?
Right.
Because if you're playing for money, it's very, very, very easy to be willing to camp. You don't want to camp your best friend for 6 hours while you're playing in Discord trying to have a good time, you know?
Right.
It's like, when is that's happening, like you play Captain Falcon, or you play your character, you just run at them, you turn your brain off and you say, I just want to get some clips, you know? I'm just trying to laugh and have a good time.
Yep.
But if you're playing in a tournament, it's like, I can laugh and have a good time, sure, but I also don't want to go 0-2, so I'm going to try. And if I have to camp, then I'm going to camp, right? If you get a chance to style, then by all means, execute and be sick. Like, I'm not going to say, play super conservative, and if you knock someone off stage, just stand there and like forward tilt. If you can style on someone, if you can 0 to death them, break a shield, go for it, man. Like, by all means.
Right.
All right. Alrighty. Let's play this one out, and then we'll probably call this one the last one.
Absolutely.
And,
cool.
All right, man. Let's do this. So look at the scoreboard. Look at the time. Right? I'm supposed to come to you.
Right.
Okay. It's cheating. Am I just dead? Oh man, almost.
That could be no.
Okay.
Dash attack might have taken that.
Potentially, yeah. I'm scared.
Platform above us.
Yeah. High ceilings, though. We're out here living. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
There we go. Like you can kill me now. Yeah, with like one hit, I'm done. Yeah, that's not gonna kill. Good thing that doesn't kill.
Yeah, it doesn't kill to like 140 on Kirby, probably 150. Oh, shit, went for a grab. So if you take a look at the time, I got lots of time, man. You know? And also, you have lots of time, too, so you don't have to do anything still. You're winning by 40%. The fact that you wanted to run in is the reason why you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Right? You're still winning. I'm just literally just slapping you away. Symbolism. It's so deep. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, unless... is this gonna kill?
No, I'm too thick.
DI. Yep.
Huh. Okay. No! That was so close. If I got that back here, that's game. Even then, we still had 47 seconds, right? So I could have slowed it down even more than that. Think about the comeback I almost made, right? You had 100% lead.
Absolutely. That was like a perfect example of exactly what I was talking about. I feel like I was able to apply your advice there. But no, yeah, if I lost that game, it was absolutely because of what you were saying. It was that like you're coming into me.
Yep.
You know, I'm standing at the ledge and you just keep trying to hit me and I just hit you back.
Yep.
And it becomes really, really predictable that I'm doing that, you know, because they can tell like my opponent's just saying, oh, okay, he's just trying to kill me as quickly as possible. He just wants this to end right now. Yeah. Yeah,
that's what it boils down to, right? It's taking your time and recognizing that the clock is either on your side or against you. So if you know what side you're on, that kind of dictates how your pacing is. Do you have to run in and do something, or just be like, I got all day? I'll stand over here and do literally nothing all day and let the other person just jump at me and kill themselves, essentially. Right?
Yep.
I wasn't being fancy. I just threw out side B. It's like he jumps in, dash back side B.
Right.
Jumps in, dash back side B. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I almost made that comeback entirely. That was literally, like I said, unironically, or I guess ironically, a last hit situation, right? That was anybody's game if I get that back air or the fair comes out. Like,
oh yeah,
exactly
that would have been it. Yep. Yeah, and it's like I think my mentality in those moments has always been, oh, I wish I was faster. I need to be able to approach them better. But it's like counterintuitively, your advice is it's actually no, you don't need to approach them faster. You need to not approach them at all, really, in some in some sense.
Just let them make the first move. I was
coming at it from the wrong angle. I was like, I wish Kirby was just a little faster in the air. I wish I can like jump a little higher and get up to where they are. It's not about getting to where they are. So,
and that's the thing too, is ultimately you'll get to a point where, like I said, pretty much any of your moves would kill from anywhere, right? As far as the moves that kill, like your forward tilt killed me at the ledge at one point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if the magic number is 180%, if I'm at 147% and I'm not approaching you, eventually I got to do something, right? If you're playing super defensively, it's like I can't really win like that. If I get timed out, there's a minute left. Eventually, I had to do something, right? But those multiple exchanges there, where it's like, okay, you're at 37, then you're at 46, then you're at like 94 or whatever. It's like you're just slowly climbing up. Where if you just did nothing, there could have been 27 seconds left on the clock, and you're at 12, and I'm at 147, right? And then you can be aggressive because I have to be aggressive. Right, I have to do something to get on damage or like cheese you or something. I get a shield break. I got to start getting crazy because I only have 30 seconds to win this game, and you can just run away. You can fly off the stage, do whatever you want. I can't do anything. Right? So yeah, it's just pacing.
Yep. Okay, good stuff.
Besides that, I think that's going to be it. Unless you have any absolute last questions
about anything. It. No, I'm good. Thanks for going over on time with me. This was really helpful.
Man. Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
All right, man. Have a great night.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
See ya.